Good evening and welcome to Game 2 of our Monday night slate of action here as we are in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Ready for the Royals to take on the visiting Boston Yachts. Royals coming in looking to grab first place in the Canada division. Boston looking to climb out of last place of the America division. Face off there, dropped at center ice between Kawaguchi and Anderson. Kawaguchi wins the opening draw. And they'll get it down into the Boston zone. It'll be kicked back out. Johansson will skate, peel back into his own zone, get it up to Kawaguchi. It'll go to Jeremiah. Stick knocked away. It'll be picked up now by Jackson King. He'll come in across the line, get it down to Stevens, to Anderson. He'll score! Calvin Anderson. Looked like he snuck it 5-hole right past Daniil Scotts. It is Daniil Scotts in net tonight for Toronto. We know what a struggle it has been this early part of the season for the Russian goaltender, and it has not gotten any better there as Calvin Anderson victimizes him there less than a minute in. Anderson again, this one will be gloved by Scotts, and he'll hold right there. So Anderson off to a terrific start in this Boston top line. Terrific start to their season. Anderson now with his 6th goal on the early campaign here. Kawaguchi against Anderson. Anderson wins it back. Backlov now to Gron. Down low to King. Tries to get it to Stevens. Shot gets blocked away. Olsen now with it. He'll look to skate. He'll get it into the zone over to Jeremiah. Shot knocked away. Jeremiah in front. Can't get it back on net, and Abedisiani will hold that one. So Jeremiah with a second attempt there, and it'll be gloved by Abedisiani as a faceoff will come to his left. So face-off here. It'll be both second lines now out. Marshall against Vital. And Marshall will win it back. Alexanderson walkered away by Abedisiani. Allard gets it in front. Stop there. Marshall with an opportunity. Another stop there by Ronnie Abedisiani. Marshall now against Vital. It'll be won by Vital. Backlov now with it for Boston. He'll look to exit the zone. He'll get it cross ice to O'Shea. Nick O'Shea will turn it over. Back into his own zone. Gron flips it out. Nick O'Shea carries. He'll stop there at the dot. Give it to Gron. Tipped on net. Vital actually goes over the net there. Vital now behind. Tries to feed it out front to Christensen. Unable to. Allard will get it away for danger. For Toronto. Johansson will flip it deep. He'll come all the way around, and Allard, the first one on it. He'll skate. Try to skate to the front of the net. Try to put it behind the net. Ends up in a turnover. Boston now countering the other way. Boston, O'Shea, he'll stop. Christensen down low, stopped there by Scotts. It's at the side of the cage. Cherry now in the slot, gets it knocked away. O'Shea with a blocker save by Scotts. 4 minutes gone here, 1-0 on an early goal by Calvin Anderson, and a penalty coming up to the Royals here. It'll be Peter Alexanderson. So the heavy-hitting defenseman will now take a seat for a holding call just past the 4-minute mark. 4 minutes gone here in the first period as he pinned O'Shea to the boards and kept him there in the referee's estimation a little too long. So now a face-off coming here. It'll be Costa against Anderson. 15:57 left here in the first period. Face-off won by Cousins. Brent Cousins will flip it out. It'll skip there, go all the way down. And Joubert will be the first one on it for Boston. Joubert up to Anderson. Calvin Anderson gets it to Josiah Stevens. He'll look to cut in. It'll get sticked away. Costa pressed to the boards there by Stevens, and Costa will let it skim along the ice surface and get it all the way down. We'll get to the goal line where Brandon Jordan will pick it up for Boston. Oh, and a big hit delivered there, and another penalty coming up. Costa's going to go on this one. They're going to call a charge. And yep, he will sit for 2. So DJ Costa delivers a big hit. Didn't see who that was on Jackson King. And he'll have to sit for 2 minutes. So now Toronto in a bit of a hole here, already down 1-0. And they now will have over 1:20 to kill on a 5-on-3. Stevens down low, tries to get a shot away down low. They score. So an easy little tic-tac-toe play, and Jackson King able to bury the power play goal behind Daniil Scotts. Set up there by Stevens and Christensen. So great setup there, and the Yachts still in business. Minute 54 left on the man advantage. Will be won by Bowman. 1-2 Bowman. Johansson will flip it in. Joubert, the first one on it. He'll be pressed to the boards by Fetisov. Joubert and Fetisov continue to fight. It'll be kicked down low. Brandon Jordan now out with it. He'll go up to Calvin Anderson. Anderson tries to get across ice. It'll be picked off by Olsen. Leif Olsen into the zone. Tries to cut across, and Jordan's skates get in the way. It'll be knocked away. Anderson now with it. With speed, gets it to King in the middle, and he'll score! So Jackson King, with back-to-back power play goals, makes this now a 3-0 game. Scored so quick, I didn't even have a chance to look up how many goals he had. That'll be his 4th and 5th on the season here. And just like that, Toronto in an enormous hole. 3-0, not even 6 minutes into the game here. Arvidsson behind the net, tries to feed it out front to Allard, unable to get there. Johansson to Alexanderson, now Allard to Arvidsson. Arvidsson looking to skate in, he'll be knocked off the puck. Josiah Stevens looking to skate away. He'll be bumped to the boards, flips it to Antonison. Olav Antonison, he'll get it deep. It'll be picked up on the boards by Johansson. Johansson behind the net, kicks it free to Arvidsson. Arvidsson looking to skate away. He'll get it up ice to Marshall. Cade Marshall across the blue line. Stop there. Antonison with the poke check. Nick O'Shea now looking to carry. Nick O'Shea will continue. He'll get to the red line and flip it on in. Johansson, first one on it. Johannes Johansson looking to go for a skate. He'll peel back in his own zone. Try to flip it up ice. It'll be a turnover. Christensen still with it. In front, he'll score! So 4 goals in less than 8 minutes. Isaac Christensen this time. The one to victimize Daniil Scotts. Face-off won by Spatal. And there is a change in goal. So Zigmars Belotis will now take over in a 4-0 game less than 8 minutes in. Victor Kawaguchi now looking to get Toronto on the board. He'll skate to the corner. Gets it behind the net. Oh, it came out front, but Abedisiani will get a glove on that. Puck is loose again. As Abedisiani decided to play that puck. As Vince Spatal, he'll be bumped off there. Johansson gets it to Alexanderson. He'll go behind his own net. Look to skate out in front, get it to Kawaguchi. Kawaguchi with speed, trying to get through the neutral zone, and he's hit hard by Ingolf Adolfsson. It'll now be DJ Costa that'll pick it up for Toronto. Costa staying wide, stops up. Looking to get something going towards the net now. Costa makes a move. Oh, and I don't know if it got poke checked away by Abedisiani. It looked like he was bracing for the shot, so I think Costa just made a ill-timed play. He had Abedisiani beat, and he decides to go for a pass. It looked like Svensson now behind his own net. He'll be pressed to the boards there by Adolfsson. Costa. Toronto looking to get the comeback started here as they trail 4-0. And now it is Daniil Scotts. His night is over. Unable to come up with just about any stops here in the first period. Pressed to the boards there. Demian Fetisov. He'll lose the puck, but Costa will skate onto it. In front, Ostergaard can't get the shot away. It goes blocked off to the side. Adolfsson along the near boards, flips it to Grahn at center. Now Cherry. He'll get it to Adolfsson as he crosses the blue line. Svensson gets the takeaway. Goodman Svensson. He's pressed to the boards there, right at the blue line. It'll come out of the zone all the way down into the Toronto end. Svensson now up to Ostergaard. Ostergaard gets it over to Medved. Medved, he'll lose the puck. Olav Antonison gets it up to Jackson King. Under 8 minutes left here in the first period. A dominant first period for the visiting Yachts. Anderson will stop up at the dots, and he'll flip it back. Trying to go for the shot, and it was blocked away. King, he'll get down low looking for the hat trick, and he'll be stopped there by Belotis, and he'll hold. So they were hoping to give Belotis the entire day off with Calgary coming into town tomorrow. And now the question will be, does Scotts get the start tomorrow? That's going to be an interesting think piece. I mean, if I'm the Toronto coaching staff, I have a tough time going to Daniil Scotts at all. Good defensive play there, able to get it out of danger was Toronto because they cannot go down 5-0. So they trail already 4-0 here in the early going. Oh, and they got a break here. Allard to Arvidsson. Oh, and it's poked away at the last second. Good stick there by Boston. Anderson trying to cut through. It'll be sticked away by Johansson. Allard now up to Johansson to Marshall. Cade Marshall looking to get Toronto on the board. Staying wide. Will go to the corner in front. And a one-timer by Allard is gloved by Abedisiani. He'll keep play going. Taken away. Arvidsson. Oh, tried to get that pass down low, and it was taken away. They'll continue to battle along the boards there. In front, Marshall stopped there by Bedesiani. Arvidsson, loose puck, and Bedesiani leaps on top of it, and he'll hold right there. Just over 5 minutes left here in the first period of a 4-0 game for the Yachts here on the road. We'll get a face-off here. Svital against Kawaguchi here. 5:07 left here in the first. Kawaguchi wins it back to Johansson. To Alexanderson. To Kawaguchi. They play catch. Kawaguchi to Olsen. Stop there. Jeremiah with it now. Gets it out of the corner. Olsen over to Kawaguchi. His stick was tied up. We'll have it in the corner. Go up high to Alexanderson. Johansson. Shot gets blocked away. It's loose. Kawaguchi back with it. Oh, and a good save there by Bedesiani. A stick save. Kicked it to the corner. Puck is loose again, and now it's free. Svital goes a little far down, so he's not going to have a breakaway. In front. Oh, and a good stop there by Belotis as he is able to stone Christensen. O'Shea in front and shoots it wide. Peter Alexanderson now with it. Christensen in front gets it knocked away. Toronto now will come up with it. It'll be Jeremiah. CC Jeremiah. Oh, tried to get it across to Olsen. Pass was picked off. Kawaguchi on the forecheck. Unable to get it away from Kolar. Got it away for a sec, but not enough. Svital now behind the net. Tries to cut out in front. It'll be Kolar. He'll dance with that at the blue line. Petrick goes wide. Tipped in, pressed to the boards by Alexanderson. 2:20 left here in the first period. Disappointing first period performance by the Royals here so far. As they trail 4-0. All credit to Boston. They come out in the first minute and able to get that goal, and a 5-on-3. Toronto just dumb penalties, leading to 2 power play goals back to back, and then Christensen made it 4-0. Feel like they've really planted themselves comfortably in this game. Braun tries the slap shot, unable to get the shot away. Tipton now in the high slot. Gets it over to Abraham on the wing. Backlov back at the point. Abraham to Tipton. One-timer stopped by Belotis, and he will hold right there. Minute 24 left here in the first period. Boston still not done. They are not sitting back. They are not just letting Toronto come to them. They are on the attack. They are looking to get it to 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Remember, they did hang 10 on the Ottawa Mounties. Now, that's a much different opponent than the Toronto Royals, as we've seen so far in this early season. But Boston, despite not being one of the higher scoring teams, does have the ability to get hot quickly. Brent Cousins now, 45 seconds left here in the first period. Bowman back. Oh, and it just goes wide of a Bedesiani. Might have got a toe on it. Backlov. He'll retreat in his own zone. Go behind the net. 20 seconds left here in the first. Brandon Jordan across the blue line. Now gets it into the neutral zone. Gets it across. He'll be sticked away there. And then Bowman will pick it up. Vadir Medved, 3, 2, and he'll decide to flip it in, and that will do it for the first period here from Toronto. So an amazing start for the Boston Yachts. They come out firing. They lead 4-0 after the first period. Christensen on the turnover gets that puck back up and beats Daniil Scotts as he has been replaced after that goal. So we're going to head to our first intermission with Boston leading 4-0 here in Toronto. Good evening, folks. I am Les Talk. We are right back with you here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as the Boston Yachts have a 4-0 lead early here against the Royals. Surprising showing here so far from the Royals, as the Yachts have come out ready to dominate, and they have done so in the early going here. Forecheck trying to get going. Olsen in front. Shot gets saved there by Bedesiani, right on his toe. Over there, Jeremiah now with the takeaway. Oh, and they have now a breakaway. Josiah Stevens in. Oh, goes just wide of the net. Good back check there, I think, by Alexanderson. Olsen now to Jeremiah. Jeremiah gets the red line and flips in. They'll look to forecheck again. They had a good forecheck that last possession. See if they can get something going here. Olsen tried to poke it away from King. He'll continue to pester King all the way up and down that bench. Olsen to Johansson, now to Jeremiah. Squirts free. Get it to Alexanderson, get it to Kawaguchi. He's met there by Braun as he tried to end it from the blue line. Now up to Anderson. Calvin Anderson loses it at the blue line. He'll continue, though. Gets right back on it. In front. Stevens off the post. So unable to beat the crossbar there. So he gets by Belotis, but not past the crossbar. Arvidsson now with it. He's got Kawaguchi crashing the net. Oh, and a toe save there. Kawaguchi now back up to Svensson, to Allard. Oh, and a blocker save there. Good game here by Ronnie Abedisiani. In front. Stop there. And Tonison will get it out. Schwatal. They'll look to come up ice. It'll be Svensson. Up to Arvidsson. Second line out there now for Toronto. Arvidsson peels back. Gets it to Marshall. Christensen will have it. Isaac Christensen will turn back. It'll be Vinogradov. He'll turn it over. Oh, but Allard was just outside the zone as he tried to sneak in and get something away and unable to. Fetisov now against Fatal. Fetisov able to win it back, but nobody home. Thibault up to Ostergaard just onside. Ostergaard shot. Stopped there by Bedesiani. It'll come to the corner. Ostergaard pressed there by Spatal. O'Shea digging in. Fetisov now digging in with him. Ostergaard behind the net. Fetisov to Costa. Gets it knocked away, and it'll be penalty on Nick O'Shea. So he's going to be guilty of a slash right there. So Nick O'Shea will take a seat. Toronto see if they can get themselves on the board and at least make this a hockey game, because right now it's just, 10 guys at a time getting cardio skating up and down the ice. Right now there's not much hockey being played. It's just Boston sitting back and Toronto not doing anything really. Olsen down low to Marshall, back up high. He'll go off the boards to Costa in the corner. He'll try to cycle to Bo. He'll score! So that will get them on the board. It'll be Lionel Thibault. Set up by Marshall and Costa on the power play. What a shot there by the defenseman from the point. Lionel Thibault, that is his first goal on the season. So now, Toronto with at least a breath of fresh air, able to get a goal on the board. Now just find themselves trailing by 3. Multi-goal comebacks are not a new thing here in the PIHANA. So we'll see if Toronto now, they can get a little momentum going their way here at home to get this to a 2-goal game. Flipped up to Jordan. Brandon Jordan across the blue line. Will be watched there by Allard. Streamed across and Arvidsson picks it off. Arvidsson and Allard have a 2-on-1 going. Arvidsson stops, gets it to Marshall. Shot gets blocked away in front, unable to get it through. Marshall will battle for it in the corner. It'll come free. Arvidsson back on it. Now Allard will go to the point to Alexanderson. Cross ice to Johansson. Download Arvidsson. Back up high to Alexanderson to Johansson. They'll play catch. Alexanderson gets blocked by his own teammate Allard. Marshall now in the corner. He'll kick it up. It'll be Cherry. First one on it for Boston. And Jordan will be able to get it out. Brandon Jordan across the blue line. Continues. Cherry in front. And he'll score! Nolan Cherry able to make it a 5-1 game. So Nolan Cherry able to beat Zigmars Belotis. So he goes forehand, backhand. And sneaks it by. So a little 2-on-1 there from... Oh, and a trip here. Medved's going to go for a trip. So pressed up along the boards and finally touched up by Toronto. So Boston now regains all that momentum they thought they might have lost from that goal by Thibault. Medved going to sit for 2 minutes. Unhappy with the call. Cherry with his 3rd goal of the season. If I didn't say already, Isaac Christensen also picked up his 3rd goal on the season. Anderson against Fetisov, won by Fetisov. Trying to get it out now. Fetisov will find themselves trailing again by 4 here. Puck is sent up the boards, and Bowman will pick it up in his own zone. He'll go up to Olsen, try to clear, and Stevens picks that pass off. Stevens will peel back in the neutral zone, go cross ice now to King. King bodied there by Johansson. They continue to fight there along the boards. It's in front. Anderson stopped by Belotis. And he'll hold right there as Zigmars Belotis. Again, called into service. An opportunity he did not think he would have tonight. So Costa will get ready to face off against Anderson. Tie up on the draw. King in front. Stevens. Oh, and he's stopped there by Belotis. Penalty coming now up to Boston, so we will go 4-on-4 here. As a trip is going to be called against Josiah Stevens. So he'll take a little rest in the sin bin for a sec. So it'll be Marshall and Olsen out there. Their third forward pairing for their 4-on-4. Vinogradov able to get the puck. It'll be sent up to Shvital. Minute left here on the 4-on-4. Shvital stops, tries to feed it across. Picked up. Oh, Backlov now in. He'll be toe saved there by Zigmars Belotis. Backlov up to the top to Shvital. Down low to Christensen, and the glove stop by Belotis. And he'll stop play right there. 42 seconds left in the 4-on-4. 11 overall left in the second period. 5-1 game here in Toronto. Boston with goals from Anderson. 2 power play goals by Jackson King, Isaac Christensen, and then here in the second period, Nolan Cherry to give it a 5-1 score at the moment. Stopped in front, Vinogradov. Oh, and another stop by Belotis. He is under siege right now. Boston not relenting. Another stop by Belotis, and he'll hold right there. So Zigmars Belotis been busy here tonight, despite not even getting the start here. Less than 8 minutes in is when they pulled Daniil Scotts. Marshall again against Vital. It'll be one back. Alexanderson picks it up. He'll get it up to Marshall. He'll be pressed to the boards. Olsen now will skate away with it. 4 seconds left here on the 4-on-4, and then we'll have a power play now for 45 seconds. Alexanderson, oh, tried to feed it down, and it's picked off. Vital flips it up and out. It'll be Alexanderson on it. He'll go cross ice to Johansson. Johansson up to Arvidsson. Over to Jeremiah. Shot blocked there. It's loose, and Abedisiani, he's going to hold there. So 17 seconds left here on the power play. 9:50 left in the period. Kawaguchi will face off against Adolfsson here in the dot. Kawaguchi wins it back. Johansson stopped there by Abedisiani. They'll keep play going, and they will get it out, and that should kill off the rest of the penalty time here. His first one back will be Johansson. He'll get it up ice. Kawaguchi over to Jeremiah. Penalty is over. Jeremiah tries to swim through, unable. He's blocked off there, and it's going to be a penalty on Antonisson. They're going to call interference. As Jeremiah had released the puck, and Olav Antonisson wasn't really playing the puck, just kind of kept battling Jeremiah as he tried to swim through. Right there, yep, and they're going to call that. Maybe a little bit of an acting job by Jeremiah, but a call nonetheless. So, top power play unit is out there. It'll be Anderson. The second penalty kill for Boston. Arvidsson down low to Jeremiah. Down low to Kawaguchi. Oh, and he can't get the shot away. He would have had a Abedisiani beat if he could have just got to the backhand, but he's unable to. Face-off coming again. Kawaguchi again against Anderson. 9:13 left. Kawaguchi wins it back to Olsen. Goes cross ice to Jeremiah. Kawaguchi, he scores! So it'll be Victor Kawaguchi with the power play goal to get this back to a 3-goal game. Kawaguchi with his 8th goal on the season. Looking for more. Kawaguchi peels back. Olsen. Oh, and it gets blocked just wide of the net. Kawaguchi behind Jeremiah. Stuffed there by Abedisiani. So good pressure there early from Toronto. They still, again, trail by 3 here in the second period. Your thought is see if we can get it to 2 to start the third. 2-goal game. Something many teams have been able to come back from. Alexanderson goes to Johansson. He'll get it up. Flipped in. First one on it is Kawaguchi. Behind the net. Oh, and loses it out front. Kawaguchi now with it. They'll be battled there with Shvital. Shvital and Kawaguchi continue to battle. Shvital comes away with it. He'll get it up to Christensen. He'll lose it. Kawaguchi down low. Goes to the corner, gets away from Braun. Gets it high to Johansson. Johansson tries to get a shot through, can't. Ostergaard shot, blockered away. Kawaguchi in the corner, pressed there by Braun. Unable to dig it free is Christensen as they just continue to go up the boards. And now Braun, he'll be pressed there by Kawaguchi. It'll come free to Christensen. Back free to Braun. Kawaguchi still on the forecheck, pestering Braun. He'll flip it up ice. It'll come to Shvital. It's been Shvital. Goes to flip it in. Johansson, first one on it for Toronto. They'll look to get it out. Anderson picks up the turnover. Anderson tries to get to the front of the net. Can't. He's blocked off there. Goes to the point. Oh, off the post. Rings off the iron. Outside of the post there. A point shot. Costa gets it over to Alexanderson. Looking to get it up ice. He'll get it up to Kawaguchi. Kawaguchi long shift here. Tired legs as he loses it to Antonison. Oh, but Kawaguchi fights it back. In front. Oh, and a good save there. They'll continue to battle in the offensive zone and unable to get that forecheck going again as Boston will get it up ice. Turned over. Arvidsson up to Marshall. Cade Marshall on the attack. Gets it down low to Arvidsson. He'll score! Walter Arvidsson makes this a 2-goal game. So good setup there. Arvidsson up to Marshall. And Arvidsson buries it past Ronnie Abedisiani. So we now sit at a 5-3 game here in the second period. They'll fight for it along the boards there. They'll continue to fight. Jordan, he'll lose it in the neutral zone. Cade Marshall picks it up. Arvidsson with his 5th on the season. They'll fight for it there behind the boards. Allard and Marshall continue to dig, but Adolfsson able to come away with it. Now that next goal will loom large. If Boston's able to get it, that gives them the distance they need. Marshall now with a chance. He'll be knocked off the puck. What a play there. And if Toronto gets it, suddenly that 5-1 lead that you had and 4-0 lead that you had at the end of the first period will have shrunk to a 1-goal game. So that next goal, crucial for whichever team is able to get it. Medved Cousins stopped there by Abedisiani and he'll hold. 2:09 left here in the second period. Two power play goals for the Royals and 2 as well for the Yachts here tonight. Boston able to win the draw. It was Abraham. Gets it back to Braun over to Petrick. Petrick turns it over. Picked up there by Abraham. Bo Braun, he'll skate away. Gets it up to Barry Tipton. Tipton knocked away there. Abraham, he'll be stopped up there. Brent Cousins with a 2-on-1 with Medved. Oh, and he's unable to get the shot through. Good stick there. Cousins will skate onto it. He'll be chased by Abraham. Back into his defensive zone. Medved goes cross ice. Good outlet there. Sticked away. Medved on it. He'll get it over to Alexanderson. Alexanderson, backhand flip. Darren Long, he'll enter the zone with Medved. Medved watched there by Baklov. A good hit there by Sasha Baklov. It'll come free. And now Medved behind the net. Tries to feed it out in front. Grom with an interception. Medved now up to Johansson. Tied up there was Olsen. Unable to get a shot away with 5 seconds now. Grom will have it. Over to Baklov. And that's going to end the second period here with that slap shot going way high and wide, bringing all the way down on the opposite end. So we entered the period with a 4-0 game. We exit with a 5-3 lead for Boston. So just a 2-goal deficit for the home standing Toronto Royals. We'll take our second intermission. Be back with you folks for the start of the third and final period. Good evening, folks. We are back with you here at the RBC Center in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. A much tighter game after 2 than it was after 1. Boston, after the first, had a 4-0 lead. We now enter the final 20 minutes with a 5-3 game, and Toronto with all the momentum at the moment. Johansson to Jeremiah, stop there. Olsen tries to get it on net, and it goes wide. Gron will pick it up. Toronto with a little better forecheck than we'd seen in the first 30 minutes of this game. Looking for another opportunity. Stevens, though, gets free. He'll be behind the net. He's pressed there by Johansson. They'll come in to try to help out. It'll come free to Alexanderson. Now Anderson in the slot. Bad pass. Stevens now in the corner. He'll be pressed there. They'll try to dig it out. Anderson to King. Now Stevens behind the net. Good passing here from Boston. Moving the puck well. Kawaguchi able to get it away from Gron. Johansson up to Alexanderson. He'll go cross ice to Kawaguchi, to Olsen. They'll look to enter. Bad pass, misses there, but now Jeremiah tries to get in front, unable to get it through. Baklov will skate away with it. Baklov, a big hit there by Alexanderson. The countrymen go at it there. Alexanderson up to Jeremiah. Jeremiah to Olsen. Olsen will stop. He'll continue. Olsen tries to go down low. Behind the net, Jeremiah, he scores! So CC Jeremiah able to get on the board, and it is now a 1-goal game As Leif Olsen and Peter Alexanderson will set that one up. Jeremiah picks up his 6th goal on the season. So that top line does its job here to start that 3rd period. It'll be flipped in. Olav Antonesen, he'll skate away. Get it to Christensen. Boston now needing a response. That 4-goal lead has been slowly evaporated now to just a single goal here in the 3rd period on the road. Spital down low, they score! What a play! Esben Spital able to get away from the defender. And it is Isaac Christensen with his 2nd on the evening. Wish I could see a replay of that one because that was a great play from Spital to get it down low. And now we are back to a 2-goal game. So just like that, Toronto finds themselves again down 2 and looking to get back in this game. Allard behind the net to Marshall. Tries to get it out front. He'll lose it. Olav Antonesen skating away. He'll be watched there. Arvidsson tries to feed it up front. It's loose. Christensen behind the net. Tries to come out front. Unable to. Jordan. He'll lose it there. Walter Arvidsson. He'll continue to skate and he'll lose it. Puck comes free to Jordan. Jordan will flip it down. It'll be Goodman Svensson. He'll lose the puck. Svensson back on it. He'll go off the boards. Up to Marshall. To Allard. He'll be watched there by a few Yachts as he's pounded into the glass. Marshall now in the corner. Looking for a teammate. Adolfsson will get it away, and now it comes to Vinogradov. 6 minutes gone here in the 3rd period. 2-goal game. It's Boston and Toronto both trade goals to start this period. We find ourselves 6-4 here. Thibault up to Ostergaard. Finn Ostergaard into Svensson. Oh, and a good blocker save there by Bedesiani. Vinogradov in the corner. He'll come free with it. Look to get it up ice. He'll get it to Joubert. Joubert watched by Svensson. He'll be put to the board. Svensson able to get that puck away. Ostergaard coming in 1-on-2. Ostergaard gets through. Shot blockered away by Bedesiani. Dropped down right in front of him. Waited for a defender to come scoop it up. Take it away. Joubert will peel back in his own zone. Now gets it to Kolar over to Tipton. Tipton turned over there. Svensson gets it cross ice to Johansson. Toronto now on the attack. Costa across the blue line. Loses the puck there. Joubert with a good stick. Danny Abraham tries to get around Johansson, unable to. Fetisov will turn. He'll get it up ice to Johansson. Johansson to Jeremiah. CC Jeremiah on the attack. That top line looking for something again. Oh, and a big hit by Vladko Petrik, and they're going to call a penalty. They're going to call an elbow. Yep. So Vladko Petrik guilty of getting that elbow up a little high on CC Jeremiah. So face-off coming here. It'll be the top power play unit. Anderson against Kawaguchi. Draw will be won by Anderson. Braun looking to get it out. He'll be pressed to the boards there by Jeremiah. Kicked to the opposite corner. Anderson the first one on it. He'll get it up to Christensen and he'll get it all the way out. So Toronto, this is a big power play for them as we sit with 11 minutes left here in the 3rd period. Down 2 goals again. Kawaguchi loses it at the blue line. Jeremiah will bring it in offside. So right as he picked it up, it exited the zone. He comes in offside for Toronto. Kawaguchi again against Anderson here in the dot. Will be won by Kawaguchi. Back to Thibault. He'll get it cross ice to Arvidsson. Arvidsson will stop. Get it across to Thibault. Shot gets blocked away. Kawaguchi now behind the net. Gets it to Arvidsson. Arvidsson tries to get to the front, unable to. Jeremiah tries to get to the front of the net. Kawaguchi shot stopped there. Arvidsson lost his stick. Very slow to get up. Kind of, wish for a little more urgency there. I know he's hurt, but something out of him. Marshall to Ostergaard. Oh, and a good stop there. Marshall back to Olsen. Thibault and Olsen will play catch. Costa to Marshall. Marshall tries to get to the front, unable to, and Antonesen will get it out. So good penalty killing here so far from Boston. Just 45 seconds left here. Thibault, he'll get it up ice to Marshall. He'll be watched there. Marshall goes cross ice to Olsen. Olsen still with it, carrying. Gets it to Costa. Shot. Too much traffic in front. Costa to Ostergaard, and a glove stopped there by Bedesiani as it goes over the net. Braun kicks it up the boards. It'll be Anderson. He'll try to get it out. He'll get it up to Christensen, who will get it out. So that'll probably do it for the power play. Toronto with one more rush attempt to maybe get it into the zone. See if they can do anything with it there. Marshall, supported by Costa. We'll get it across. Costa stopped there, and he'll score! DJ Costa! Is that going to count on the power play? I know it was close. It is going to count as a power play goal, so set up by Marshall and Ostergaard. DJ Costa puts one behind Ronnie Abedisiani, his 5th goal of the season. And we are back to just a 1-goal game here in Toronto. Kawaguchi pressed there along the benches. Anderson gets it up to King. Top line against top line out here now. This is a big moment for both teams. Thibault looking to get it out. Will be watched there by Anderson, and now he will get free. Jeremiah across the blue line. Tried to feed it across to Olsen. Sticked away by Backlov. Anderson gets it up to Backlov. Backlov will try to lead the rush. He'll flip in. It'll be Thibault behind his own net. Looking to find somebody. Turned it over. Thibault now able to get it back out to Kawaguchi. Kawaguchi goes cross ice to Jeremiah. To Olsen with room. Shot gets blocked away. Unable to get it through. Kawaguchi with a good stick. Takes it away from Jordan. Tried to get it in front. Olsen now to Svensson. Svensson down low to Kawaguchi. Turned over there. And Bogran will skate away for Boston. Tries to get it out of the zone. Good pressure here by Toronto. Cherry will peel back. Get it up to Gron. And now Jordan will enter. He's hit hard. And Darren Long picks it up. So now 4th line will get an opportunity here. Boston, though, going to get a power play. It's that interference. And it's Goodman Svensson. So a big penalty call there as they call interference. I'll have to see it on the replay. I didn't notice it in real time. Oh, that's a pretty weak call. Yeah, I gotta say. You see guys pushing and shoving all the time, and that's the one that in a moment like this when you decide to call. But I guess if a penalty's a penalty in the first period, it should be called in the 3rd period. So if they're going to call that, okay. I personally wouldn't. I would let them play, but they called it nonetheless. Bowman now will get it out to Cousins. Cousins looking to attack 1-on-2, and he's belted by Vinogradov. And then O'Shea gets hit hard. Bowman and Shpatal continue to fight for it. And Shpatal, is he going to get called for a trip there? Does not look like it. Yes, he will. Okay, I hadn't seen any indication. And now that's going to be a penalty. So a trip there on Esmond Shpatal will make this a 4-on-4 situation now for the Royals. Trip there on Bowman. They'll go with their 3rd forward group again. It'll be Olsen and Marshall. Marshall been big here tonight. They'll get it up. Boston with the draw win. Adolfsson now will look to go on the attack. A minute left here on the 4-on-4. And then Toronto will have an abbreviated power play. Sigurdsson goes up ice to Olsen. Olsen with a little bit of room. He comes across, gets it over to Marshall. To Sigurdsson, or excuse me, to Alexanderson. One-timer! Oh, and Marshall gets stopped there by Abedisiani. Good opportunity as we sit with 5:18 left here in the 3rd period. A 1-goal game. Boston leading Toronto 6-5 after giving up 4 goals in the first 8 minutes. Toronto has clawed their way back into this game and now find themselves 1 shot away from tying this game. Stevens, he'll look to enter. He's win 1-on-4 at the moment. Sticked away for a second by Alexanderson, but back on his stick is Stevens. Adolfsson, he'll lose it to Marshall. And now they'll go on the rush. They got numbers here. Olsen sticked away there. And then now the power play. Olsen in front. He'll score! Leave Olsen with the power play goal. And we are all square. And if I remember correctly, let me just check and make sure my notes are right. Leif Olsen, his first career PIHANA goal. And it comes in the form of a game-tying power play goal in the final 5 minutes. Big moment there from Leif Olsen. Lionel Thibault will flip it all the way out, and it'll be offside as he was trying to find Kawaguchi on a little stretch pass, but the way the puck came down, Kawaguchi wasn't going to be able to get that without being offside. So we'll bring it back down into the Toronto zone, and Marshall will get a face-off against Fatal. One back, Christensen. Svensson now will take it. Svensson turns back. Schvital gets the turnover. Backhand goes wide. It'll be O'Shea on it. O'Shea in front. Can't get the shot through. Arvidsson, 3.5 minutes left here. Tie game all of a sudden here in Toronto. Backlov, he'll be watched there. He'll flip it over to O'Shea. Christensen now on the attack. He'll lose it. Svensson gets it back to Arvidsson. Arvidsson enters the zone. Gets it back, kept in by Svensson. Down low. Oh, they were looking for a good opportunity. And O'Shea picks that one off. O'Shea with some speed. He'll lose it at the blue line. It'll be picked up by Svensson. He'll retreat back into his own zone. Now get it up to Arvidsson. And to Marshall, and they will be offside as it just left the zone on the pass from Arvidsson to Marshall. So 2:30 left. All square here at 6. If Toronto does get a win, let me pull up our league standings here. Face-off coming here. Boston wins the draw. Boston now in the zone. Johansson will get it away. It'll be Olsen on the attack. Had the game-tying goal just moments ago. Olsen stopped there by Bedesiani, and he'll hold it right there up against his shoulder. So, with overtime, and I know we still have 2 minutes left, Toronto would at least be in a tie for first place if they can get this to overtime. If they're able to win in overtime, they jump into first place. A loss in overtime would put them in a 3-way tie with Calgary and Montreal all sitting at 21 points apiece. For Boston, right now, they find themselves 5th place in the America Division, and they are 5 points back of 4th place. So a win here in any capacity would at least get them closer. An overtime loss would still keep them at least 4 points back of Minnesota, who's in that 4th position. Shot blocked in front. Johansson will skate away. Less than a minute here. Costa enters the blue line. It'll be Alexanderson. Oh, and the shot just goes wide. Might have been blocked in front. Alexanderson, another chance. That one blocked again. Puck comes free. Up at the point, and Nolan Cherry will take it away. He'll flip in. 40 seconds left here in the 3rd. Johansson gets it up to Costa. He'll go to Ostergaard. Ostergaard to Johansson. Johansson goes over to Fetisov. Demian Fetisov. Knocked away there by Vinogradov. They'll wrestle at the boards there, and it'll come free. Nolan Cherry to Neil Vinogradov. They'll be sticked away. Alexanderson will get on it. He'll go cross ice to Johansson, up to Jeremiah. Jeremiah with 15 seconds left. Fetisov turned it over to Anderson. Stevens now. They'll look to get it up. Jordan bumped off the puck for a sec. Anderson doesn't get the shot away. They'll fight for it in the corner with 5 seconds. They'll continue to fight. It'll come free. Jordan can't get a shot away. Stevens. Oh, and it's stopped there by Belotis right as the horn goes. So, an automatic point for both these teams. So, Boston will at least be at 7, and Toronto will at least be at 21. So, we head to overtime in a 6-6 game. We're going to head right there. I know the menu's going to pop up there. But we're going to go right in to the overtime action. Kawaguchi against King here in the dot. Kawaguchi able to win it away. Johansson, big hit there by Anderson. Anderson now looking to go for a skate. It'll be poked away. Jeremiah and King will skate for it. King first one to it. Vinogradov across the red line. Enters the zone. Sticked away by Kawaguchi. And Kawaguchi's got a step. Can he win it here? Stopped there by Bedesiani. It got behind him. Oh, it was right there, folks. But Kawaguchi stoned by Ronnie Bedesiani on the breakaway. Kawaguchi again against Jackson King. One back by King. Vinogradov up to Anderson. Anderson trying to make a move. He's watched there by Johansson. Sticked away. And now Johansson will skate away, the defenseman. They'll try to get it up ice. And a trip there. Kawaguchi going to be guilty of a trip. Touched up there. So just trying to get a stick on the puck, and Anderson, that speed, forces Kawaguchi to take that trip there. So for 2 minutes at least, he will sit down. Yep, just a trip there. Easy call to make. So now Boston will go on the man advantage, 4-on-3. Boston is 1-1 in overtime games so far this season. Toronto 1-0 on overtime this season. Joubert knocked aside by Belotis. Alexanderson fights forward on the boards. He'll come free. O'Shea stopped there by Belotis. He'll get it free to Alexanderson, and he'll get it out. Minute 40 left on the 4-on-3 advantage. Oh, and the first one on it is Marshall. He'll flip it back to Svensson. Go to Alexanderson. Tries to get a shot on net, and he's blocked away. And then another trip. So they're going to go 5-on-3 now. Is Peter Alexanderson going to be guilty of a trip? So two important pieces of that Toronto Royal overtime crew. Alexanderson with a trip there on Christensen. So 5-on-3 now for Boston. Minute 26 on that 5-on-3 advantage. Vital able to win one back. Vinogradov. Shot goes over the net. Actually hits the back of the net. Looked like it might have gone in, but it was off the back of the net. Bowman now with it. He'll get it out. Minute 10 left on the 5-on-3. Boston looking for the game winner here on the road. Vinogradov up ice to O'Shea. Nick O'Shea bodied there. Big hit by Johannes Johansson. Over to Fetisov, to Bowman. He'll get it out. 50 seconds left here on the 5-on-3. It'll go off the wall up to Schvital. Up to O'Shea. Nick O'Shea bodied off the puck there. In front. Schvital. Stop there. Nolan Cherry now feeds it up high. And it's in! It's going to be Nolan Cherry that gets the game winner. As it was kicked in, it hit off the post. Belotis retreating in his net, knocks it in. So Boston, they cough up the 4-0 first period lead. And just like that, they're able to come away with a big win here on the road to shock these fans here in Toronto. Off the post, and Belotis just trying to retreat in his net to get it under control. Kicks it in with the pad, and that is going to do it here from Toronto. So we'll have one more game coming up tonight in New York. The Trappers visit the Empire for first in the America Division, but we'll be right back in about 10 seconds for our post-game stats and information. We'll see you then, folks. All right, folks, welcome to the post-game coverage of the Boston Yachts 7-6 win over the Toronto Royals here on the road. Boston 7-6 in overtime, so they will come away with 2 points here tonight. Toronto gets that valuable point to now keep themselves tied atop the Canada Division, a three-way tie atop that Canada Division. So we take a look at the shots. Toronto with 32 to Boston's 30. Boston, though, 34 hits to Toronto's 31. Faceoffs just in favor of Boston, 26-22. And the power play looming large in this game. Boston comes away with 3 power play goals, Toronto with 4. Each team got 5 total power plays on the afternoon today. Boston would have gotten 6 if they would have killed off the 5-on-3, but unable to was Toronto there. So we're going to take a peek at our stats. We'll start with the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Boston Yachts. A lot of multi-point getters here tonight. Jackson King with 2 goals and an assist. Josiah Stevens, 3 assists. Isaac Christensen, 2 goals and an assist. And then our 2-point getters, Anderson, a goal and an assist. Vinogradov and Schvital with 2 assists each. And then Nolan Cherry with 2 goals, including the game winner in overtime here tonight. Brandon Jordan, the only single-point getter, as he gets 1 assist. And then our no-point getters, we got Baklov, Grand, Joubert, Antonison, O'Shea, Kolar, Adolfson, Tipton, Petrick, and Abraham, all with no points. Antonison comes away with a +2, O'Shea a +1, and Adolfson a +1. Our shots leaders, Isaac Christensen, a bit of a surprising leader there with 6 shots on the day. Anderson with 4, and then multiple with 3. King, Stevens, Vinogradov, and Cherry all with 3. And Nick O'Shea down at the bottom there with 3 as well. Our hits leaders, Olav Antonison with 8. And Calvin Anderson with 5. So even the captain getting a little physical here today. The goaltending now, not good. Ronnie Bedesiani faces 32 shots, able to save 26 of them for an .813 save percentage. But he does make the big save when it counted. He got the save on Victor Kawaguchi on the breakaway in overtime to keep the game going, basically, and then gets the win in overtime there. So that's going to do it for Boston. We'll now head to the home team tonight. The Toronto Royals. Cade Marshall comes away with 4 assists. Big performance out of him. Leif Olson, a goal and 2 assists. CC Jeremiah, a goal and an assist. TJ Costa, the same, a goal and an assist. Single point getters, Kawaguchi with a goal, Tebow with a goal, and Alexanderson an assist. Arvidsson a goal, and Finn Ostergaard with an assist as well. Johannes Johansson, not the performance he would have liked, comes away with a -3 here tonight and no points. And our fellow non-point getters, we have Fetisov, Svensson, Medved, Cousins, Allard, Sigurdsson, Bowman, and Long. Our shots leaders, Ostegard with 5, Kawaguchi with 6, Jeremiah 4, Marshall and Olsen with 3 apiece as well. And then our hits leaders, Peter Alexanderson with 8 of them, Johannes Johansson with 8 of them, and then nobody else really close. Next closest was Lane Allard with 3 himself. So, disappointing performance from the Royals here. And now the goaltending, Daniil Scott's, holy cow, that's quite a performance. In 7.5 minutes, he faces 7 shots and only saves 3 of them. That leads to a 4.29 save percentage on the day, so he is going to get the loss. Zigmars Belotis, 23 shots faced, only 20 saves, so not a great performance from Belotis, but a performance where he did not expect to be in. Still, you want him to get one of those saves. I will say the Christensen goal that gave them the 6th goal on the day, that's just a great play by Schvital, setting up that backdoor play to Christensen. Not much Belotis could have done there. And then the last goal goes off the post, and then he, trying to get back on it, knocks it in himself. So you give Belotis a little bit of credit coming in a sticky situation, and still not a terrible performance out of the goaltender here tonight. We got lots of goals to show you, so we're not going to be able to show all of them here. Let's go to the first period, a monster first period from the Yachts here. Yeah, let's show the first one. All of them kind of in that low slot area. Oh, they're not going to let me do any of them, are they? Darn it. Okay, never mind. We're going to go to the second period where we can maybe take a look. So let's take a look at the first one. Lionel Thibault with this sort of semi just inside the blue line, little clapper. Yep, just above the dots, and is able to fire it past Ronnie Abedisiani there. We'll take a look at the Kawaguchi goal here off the face-off win. He just sort of fades to that far side, pass over, and then a one-timer from Victor there. We'll see this other angle on it. So he just sort of fades to that and able to fire it past Abedisiani to get that goal. We'll show the Cherry goal there as well. Nolan Cherry, basically a 2-on-0, the first shot that did beat Zigmars Belotis. So you see it there, three Royals with their eyes caught. I couldn't tell who that is. Let's see if I can tell. Yeah, still couldn't quite. Is that Jordan? Yes. So 3 eyes go to Brandon Jordan as he enters the zone, and Nolan Cherry just able to skate free all alone, goes to the backhand and beats Zigmars Belotis. And then in the third, with the big comeback, and the last one, Leif Olsen, fresh into the power play, able to glide to the front of the net and then fit one right past Ronnie Abedisiani for his first career goal and the goal to get this game tied. Here we'll show that Christensen goal too. I really like this play. Wanted to see it by Schvital as he's watched here by Svensson, able to get free and find Christensen on the back door. I guess that play started at the point here. Vinogradov able to make a play, get hit. Schvital finds it down low to Christensen. And how did this... Yeah, just a little tap in. Beat Belotis to the post, I would say. And Jeremiah to start the period. Toronto's favorite, just a little behind the net action. Beat it out in front and get that goal. And then the overtime winner, Nolan Cherry here. We'll see it. A little slap shot tipped by Cherry. Ends up going off the post. Hits Belotis in the backside. I think he actually knocks it in with a pad. Vinogradov tipped by Cherry, and then Belotis retreating back into his net. Delivers it home and delivers the win for the Yachts here tonight. So that's going to do it for our coverage from Toronto. Again, we have one more game coming up tonight. The crown of the, or the at least early season crown of the America division between the Trappers and the Empire in New York. So we're going to send you out to New York. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us here from Toronto. I am Les Talk. We will see you in New York.